أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome back to another lesson in perfecting our recitation of the Holy Qur'an. Today's lesson will be more practical because the other day we did a theoretical part of makharij, and we discussed the makharij of alif and ayn. So today we will be looking into implementing that and hopefully perfecting our makharij for alif and ayn. So as we discussed, alif and ayn are also throat letters, just like ha and ha. Alif, like ha, like the English H, comes from the bottom part of the throat. Alif. No need to overpronounce it, no need to do anything fancy with it, just alif, like and ayn comes from the middle part of the throat, like ha. Remember when we capture our air to pronounce ha? This ayn, again, you capture the air and you put a bit more emphasis into it. Do not overpronounce it, because otherwise then it sounds a bit odd and doesn't sound right. So just a bit more emphasis in it than And the ways to practice it is like we did last time. So alif with the fatha, obviously that will be that's nice and simple. But then this one is a very nice way to practice ayn, because we're actually getting to the root of how we pronounce ayn. We put ayn sukun and alif with the fatha. And we'll come through to different examples as to how we can pronounce it better. And remember last time we said how we have to warm up before any exercises. Again, so now we came up with a few warm-ups last time. We have a couple more to warm up now, to add to a warm-up routine. So to add to those warm-up routines, we now warm up our ayn. We say 3 times before we recite. Very good. And now the magic formula. Remember the magic formula? We have 3 steps. We listen actively, we listen and recite, and the 3rd time we recite alone. So we've picked a passage where I'm going to recite and you listen actively. We have the alif and the ayn underlined, but we must not forget what we've learned in the past. So try and remember that as well, and we can pick up on that as well. So the first part. Now this passage has been purposely picked because the theme for this week is about siyam and connecting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through our fasts and during Shahr Ramadan. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصمه ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم ولعلكم تشكرون وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداع إذا دعان فليستجيبوا لي وليؤمنوا بي لعلهم يرشدون. Now I'll recite shorter parts of this passage and then you repeat after me. Remember, we're keeping an eye on the alif and the ayns that are underlined, but also keeping an eye on what we've learned in the past. So we start with أعوذ بالله. Remember last lesson we gave the example of أعوذ as a perfect example for alif and ayn. A lot of times we hear people say أعوذ and not differentiating, or saying both أعوذ and not differentiating. They're both different letters, so we need to differentiate the alif from the ayn. So أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصمه ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم ولعلكم تشكرون وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداع إذا دعان فليستجيبوا لي وليؤمنوا بي لعلهم يرشدون. Remember we discussed about the Hamza with the sukoon is a complete stop. وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا. Whereas this one, there is دعوة الداع. There is a bit of a lag. So, فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشُدُونَ. Ahsant. Thank you so much for following. Now that I will leave you to do the third bit on your own, you to recite the same passage again. Don't forget to send a recording of all your families reciting it and submit it to education@hujjat.org. And this week there'll be a new winner, inshallah. But I'm looking forward to hearing your progress. If you have any feedback or any questions, feel free to email us at education@hujjat.org, and I'll be more than happy to respond. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.